Leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds if you want 2K to finally bring down the price of VC. 2K has been trying to raise the price of everything. They can't raise the price of VC, man. It's a big deal. If anything, they need to be bringing it down. So if you guys want 2K to finally bring down the price of VC, leave a like.
I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high right through your block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say. I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I have in the bins and pull up.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fizz back in a bit with yet another video. And today I'm coming to you guys with one of the best builds in the game, and it's going to be the scoring machine build. This build is going to have a build that gets 70 plus badge upgrades, another one that's going to be getting 77 badge upgrades. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys pretty much both ways to make this build. And yeah, I'm gonna be going over everything that I always go over when it comes to these builds: the position, highway, wingspan, attributes, takeover, all the way down to the best badge setups for the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive. So yeah, man, for that alone, go ahead, please do drop a like. It really helps these videos out a lot. Subscribe if you're new. We're on this road to 100K, so I really would appreciate that. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. Alright, so first things first for this build is going to be, what position are we going to really be going with? The position we're going to be going with is the power forward. Now, when it comes to these builds, a lot of these builds can be made at other positions, because when it comes to the height, this is the first year ever, well, really current gen was, but you know what I mean, they actually let you go all the way up to 6'8" on point guard. So this build, you can make this at the point guard, you can make this at the shooting guard, you can make this at the small forward or the power forward. But since the power forward is the best position for it, it's going to get you more badges and stuff like that. For video purposes, I am going to be showing it at the power forward position. But if you're a person that don't really want to be at the power forward, or you like playing 5v5, you want to be able to play the guard easier, go ahead and just make it at the point guard position. It's going to be really good build. I'm going to just say that right now. All right, next is going to be the height, weight, wingspan for this build. So for the height, weight, wingspan, the height, weight, wingspan is actually very similar to the way I made my build originally. Now, I went 6'10" wingspan on this build so that I could get as close as possible to be able to have a 94 three-pointer and 99, because if you know how that works, you're going to be able to get like badges like Deep Threes, Hall of Fame. And that was really important to me at the time. Now with what I know, it's not really as important to get shooting badges, so it's not really necessary to do that. So you could go longer with wingspan, but for this build, you want to go 6'10" wingspan. Then for the height, you know what the meta is, 6'7", and then with the weight, we pretty much went minimum. If you make this at a different position, you just go to 210 pounds, 6'10", and 6'7". You're gonna get it right. I'm just tell you that right now. This is actually a build you can make easily at every single other position. All right, next is going to be the attributes for the first build. Now, this build, in my opinion, is going to be the better of the two. This is going to be the build that actually has around 70 badge upgrades. Now, the next one is gonna actually have, it's gonna have a lot, but like this one is gonna be more well-rounded on the badges. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it all being in like pretty much two, it's pretty much all gonna be in all four. You're gonna have pretty much at least 16 in every single one is what I'm trying to say. So finishing, you're gonna have 17 badge upgrades, shooting gonna have 20 badge upgrade, on playmaking you're gonna have 19, and on defensive you're gonna have 16. So for the 17 finishing, you're gonna be pretty much maxing out driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk, and post control. Shooting, you're gonna be maxing out mid-range three-pointer, and then free throws gonna be at a 49. Then for playmaking, you're going to pretty much be maxing out ball handle, speed ball. Then your pass accuracy is going to be at a 67. Then for the defensive rebounding, to get 16 badge upgrades, you're going to be maxing out perimeter defense, block, offensive rebound, and defensive rebound. And the way people are going, this is kind of the way people want to make their build. They don't really want to have interior defense because people were starting to remake builds and have interior defense because they felt like they needed it. But as people started making builds with interior defense, they stopped wanting it because it makes you foul more, and they still get dunked on. So they like don't even feel like they understand the point of having it. So this is a lot kind of the way people are starting to make their builds, except the only thing that this build does not have that people like to have is a steal rating. But for it to come out as a scoring machine, this is just the best way to do it. But then when it comes to the physicals, pretty much just gonna be maxing out all the physicals. Now that's pretty much the main difference between this build and the next build. The next build gets more badges. This build just literally has max speed, acceleration, strength, vertical, and stamina. And I feel like that just makes it a better build. And it also has 16 plus badge upgrades in every single category. Now this is a game that you don't necessarily need badges, but having badges definitely does help. That's all I would say. So yeah, that's going to be the first build. This is probably like the more well-rounded, the better of the two, but I'm gonna let you be the judge of that. And all right, for the next build, this is going to be pretty much the build that gets 77 badge upgrades. Now, how does it get 77 badge upgrades? You get 11 finishing, 28 shooting now. Instead of 20, you get 28. 20 playmaking instead of 19, and 18 defensive instead of 16. So the only big difference is instead of having 17 finishing, you're gonna have 11, and you're gonna have way more shooting, 1 more playmaking, and 2 more defensive. So you tell me on that, you know what I'm saying? Then when it comes to the physicals, this is gonna be another big difference. You're not gonna have no strength. Instead of having max strength, you're not gonna have any strength. Vertical, you're gonna have a 71. Instead of having a max vertical, that's gonna make a difference. People don't understand or think that stuff makes a difference. It makes a difference. Then when it comes to speed, acceleration, and stamina, you gotta have all that max. So yeah, that's gonna be making this build. It's still gonna be good build because some of this stuff, the real main notable or noticeable stuff is like acceleration and speed. Stamina even isn't always noticeable in this game if you have badges to kind of cancel that out. But then when it comes to the main attributes, for 11 finishing badge upgrades, you pretty much max out your driving layup, driving dunk, standing dunk. For 28 shooting badge upgrades, this is actually going to be a build that actually has a free throw. This is going to be more of a like a 5v5 type build because you can actually have a free throw and a high rebound. So you're going to have a max shooting for like mid-range and three-pointer, then a 79 free throw, that's going to be all the way up to an 83 at 99 to get you 28 badge upgrades. Then for the 20 playmaking badge upgrades, you're going to have a max ball handle, speed ball, then your pass accuracy is going to be at a 70. Then for the defensive rebounding, you have 18 badge upgrades, and that's going to be because of a max perimeter defense, block, defense rebound, and offensive rebound. So pretty much the defense is the same, you just end up getting 2 more badge upgrades. So yeah, that's just going to be pretty much the way that you make this build. You put in the comments down below which one you think is the better of the two. I gave you guys 2 options on how to make it. Let's go ahead and get into the best takeover for this build. Now, I keep telling y'all I'm going to re-rank these takeovers, but this is a build that actually gets all of the best takeovers. Whether it's ankle-breaking shots, finishing moves, all the finishing takeovers, spot-up precision, which is probably the best one in the game. The other 2 shot creator ones, which are actually very, very underrated. And then it gets a very, very kind of low-key good one that's on the rise in the ranks, like enhanced jump shots. But for this build, it is a scoring machine, so we're gonna go with offensive takeovers. So the first one, we're gonna go with spot up precision. I feel like I put that at the back end so we'll be able to get the plus 10 for the 3, because the only way you can get plus 10, or not plus 10, you actually only get plus 8 to takeover. But to be able to get the plus 8 to my takeover, the only way you can do that is if you go with one of the shooting takeovers, and limitless range is just not that good. You can shoot from half court with spot up precision in takeover. So I don't really even understand what 2K is doing with that. But yeah, finishing moves, that's going to be very overpowered. You're going to be getting all the plus 8 that you can get from slasher takeover, and it's going to be helping you get a lot more contact dunks. Me personally, I don't even need that takeover to get contact dunks, so that's kind of why I put that at the second one now. And then the build comes out as a scoring machine, similar to shades of Jason Tatum, Zion Wilson, and Pascal Siakam. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best scoring machine build. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, all we got left to go over is the best badge setup for the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. Alright, next is going to be the best finishing badge setup for this build. So for the best finishing badge setup for this build, you're going to actually have 4 Hall of Fame with 1 bronze. So for the 4 Hall of Fame, you're going to have Posterizer, Slither Finisher, Heat Seeker, and Giant Slayer. Heat Seeker is going to help you get takeover faster. Giant Slayer is going to be canceling out badges like Rim Protector while also be messing up the height advantage, messing up the shot contests, all that type of stuff, which is very, very good for slashes and very, very important. Posterizer is going to be helping you get a lot more contact dunks. Lob City Finisher is one of the best bronze badges in the game. And then when it comes to all these other badges, you don't necessarily have to go higher, but it does get better for sure, especially at Gold in the Hall of Fame. And then we have Slithery Finisher, which is my favorite badge in the game. It's going to get you the best animation possible every single time, and it's going to pretty much be upping your dunk frequency. It does say that it does pretty much avoid contact, but when you put this badge on, you're going to actually start getting a lot more contact dunks, dunking a lot more in general. And for the people that use this badge, they know. So yeah, that's going to be the best finishing badge setup for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. So we have 20 badge upgrades to work with. So we have Gold, Green Machine, Deep Threes, Hot Zone Hunter, and Stop and Pop. Then we have Hall of Fame Hot Shot and Blinders. Blinders is probably the best shooting badge in the game, probably the most overpowered shooting badge in the game. It's pretty much the best badge to pretty much negate the shot contest when it comes from people like trying to close out from the sides. Hot Shot is going to help you get Takeover a lot faster. Heat Seeker and Hot Shot are some of the most overpowered badges in the game. If you have the game, you know what I'm talking about. Deep Threes is going to be helping you shoot deep threes at a way higher rate. Now, you might be asking, why did I not just go Hall of Fame? The difference between Gold and Hall of Fame is not a big difference in this game, just like the difference between Bronze and Silver is not that big of a difference. The jump is Silver to Gold. Now, is Hall of Fame better than Gold? Yes, it is. But I wanted to be able to make sure I got all, I didn't want to have nothing, like Silver or Bronze. I wanted to make sure I got as close to the best as possible on all four of these badges. So Deep Threes, I'm going to be able to shoot deep threes or limitless range threes at a way higher rate. And if anything, me personally, I shoot limitless range threes better than I do on the line threes with this badge. Hot Zone Hunter is going to help you shoot hot zones or spots that pretty much where you shoot at a well high percentage. When you get hot zones, you put Hot Zone Hunter on top of that, your green window is going to get exponentially bigger because your make percentage is just going so much higher. Then you got a badge like Green Machine for when you're getting greens and getting them consecutively. Every green after that and the next one and the next one is going to make your green window bigger and bigger as you keep consistently getting greens. As soon as you miss, it's going to pretty much do nothing. You got to restart. Then you got a badge like Stop and Pop that's going to be very good for people that like to ISO, especially for a game like this where people ISO and do standstill threes. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. Alright, next is going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. So for the best playmaking badge setup for this build, we have Hall of Fame Quick First Step. That's going to be the pretty much highest tier speed boost you can get for it. Whatever your speed with ball is, and that's just gonna make you a lot faster with the ball just in general, and your quick first step, and whatever your dribble style, you're gonna be able to use that to the highest potential possible. Handless for days is gonna be negating the stamina issue in the game. You know what I'm talking about. Unpluckable pretty much that's gonna help you stop getting ripped unless you're going against a person with Hall of Fame, pickpocket, or high steal, or just a steal in general, especially if they're trying to bump steal you. But you just need to have this badge on because if you don't have it, it doesn't really matter. Like, you're getting ripped every single time. Ankle breaker, that's going to pretty much be taking people's ankles. Bullet pass is going to make your passes go a lot faster. And then a badge like Needle Threader is just going to be making it a lot harder to get your passes stolen. So yeah, man, this is going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. And alright, last but not least is going to be the defensive rebounding badge setup for this build. So we have 3 Hall of Fame, 1 Gold, and 1 Bronze. So for the 3 Hall of Fame, we have Chase Down Artist, Clamps, and Rim Protector. For Rim Protector, that's going to be pretty much one of the best defensive badges in the game. It's going to be pretty much enhancing badges like Intimidator and Chase Down Artist, while also improving your block ability, by also unlocking special block animations, while also pretty much enhancing your teammates' takeover whenever you get a block. And also when you're at the park, it's going to be enhancing your teammates' takeover whenever you do a hard foul. Then you got a badge like Chase Down Artist that pretty much obviously just helps you get a lot more chase downs. As soon as you put it on Bronze, you unlock chase down block animations, and then as you go up and up and up, it just gets better and better and faster for these chase down block animations. Then when it comes to a badge like Intimidator, it's going to be pretty much helping you play the best contest defense that you can get. Like, this is pretty much going to get you the best contest you can get from perimeter or the interior. Then you got a badge like Clamps. That's pretty much a necessary badge. They need to pretty much do a patch to fix it a little bit more to make you be able to get more bumps. But this is pretty much the best badge to pretty much play on ball defense in this game. Whether you're going against ISO, screens, anything like that, you really need this badge. Then you got badges like Rebound Chaser to be able to get as many boards as possible. Now, Rebound chaser, I kind of wanted to go a little bit higher, but with that being said, I did have a really high rebound on this build, so I really wasn't tripping about that. So yeah, bronze rebound is going to be good, but most people are definitely going to have Hall of Fame rebound chasers. So I'm going to just say that right now. So if you feel like you need to take some down, maybe a badge like chase down artist and just put it to bronze, or badge like Rimper didn't put it to bronze, that's really up to you. But this is the defensive rebounds bad setup that I just ended up going with. But yeah, man, this is going to be the best scoring machine build in NBA 2K21. Next gen, I showed you guys 2 different ways to make it, all the way from down from the position, the attributes, the height, weight, wingspan, all the way down to the takeover, and the best finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive bad setups. For that alone, go ahead, please leave a like on this video if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. We do this every single day. Turn on post notifications, be the first to every single one of our videos. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm out to be man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Head in the clouds, walk through the city, they taking you out. Bitches be talking, they running their mouth. A bag in the back and a stick in the couch. You know what it's about. Had to cope with all the pain, so I'm about to die, man. They say he going too fast.